Hey y'all, I'm Abby, More Than Just Skin, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm thrilled you took some time out of your day to spend a little bit of time here with me. You can see from the clean face and the cat ears on that this is going to be a get ready with me, and this one is a little different. I am going to be doing a get ready with me using my most expensive products in my stash. So I have pulled out my products that are the most expensive. I have looked up the prices for you. I'm going to tell you about them. Just because they are the most expensive does not mean they are the best or they are my favorites even. And we'll talk about that a little bit as we go along with the video. Now, if you like this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. If you would like to see the opposite end of the spectrum, meaning me do the same concept but yet with my most least expensive, I think you could safely say my cheapest makeup in my collection, then hit that thumbs up, leave me a comment below telling me you want to see me do that, and I will for sure film it because I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So if you're interested in seeing how I do my makeup with my most expensive products, hit that subscribe button, and here we go. Okay, so I've zoomed in up close and personal. I'm going to have my mirror down here so I can check out what I'm doing, and we are going to start applying the products. So I'm going to pull up my list because I looked up prices so that we could talk about that as well. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin, and I am using the GRWM Lure Primer. It comes in at $74, and on Sephora's website it actually has 4 stars. Now, my thoughts on this primer are it's kind of a liquidy type gel primer. My thoughts about this primer is this. No, you do not. And I have a blemish coming there and I have one here. I don't know what's going on. No, you don't need a $74 primer. But I feel like this is a step of skincare. It's almost like applying a serum and then applying your makeup on top of it. My makeup sits very good on top of it. I always think my makeup looks good when I use that, and I just really enjoy it. So I'm not gonna sit here. That's my second one of those. I think it's definitely something to get when you can get it on sale. Do you need it? No, but you know, if you have extra money in your budget and you want to try it, I do think that it is a great primer. So for foundation, I am going to use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. This small little container is $42. However, if you get a normal size, it's $68. So that's why I included it and made it in this video as my most expensive foundation. I have it in the shade 6. For me, it's a little dark, but just to be true to the video, I'm not going to mix anything with it. I am just going to go with it, and we're going to try to make it work. I'm applying it with the beauty blender. My most expensive concealer for around my face is my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer. I have it in the shade SC5. It looks like this, and it comes in at $35. I like to warm it with my finger and then just dab it where I need a little extra coverage, and this is for around my face. Under eye concealer, I'm using the Trish McEvoy Instant Eye Lift, and this comes in at $45. The reason it used to not be so expensive, when I fell in love with it, it was not so expensive, but it was a smaller size. So they upped the size and upped the price, but it is really great for your under eye. Not sure after I use this one if I will repurchase it, because I do think the price is a bit ridiculous. But in keeping with the video, it is the most expensive concealer I have. Little bit of liquid highlight. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. This comes in at $44, and I'm just going to take it kind of on the high points of the face, and I'm just going to buff it in with my beauty blender. This is not going to be the only highlight I use, but this is just kind of to start it off. I'm going to set my entire face with the Veil powder by Hourglass. This comes in at $46, and it has almost 5 stars on the Sephora's website. I think that shows you that even though it's pricey, people are liking it. And I know I do like this powder a lot. I would spend the $46 again on that powder. I think it's really, really good. For bronzer, I'm actually going to use 2 bronzers, because even though these 2 bronzers are the most expensive bronzers I own, and together they make up a whopping $100, I like to use them together. And the first one is the Chanel Soleil Pen de Chanel. I'm just going to next bronzer is, no surprise, it's my Hourglass bronzer, and it comes in yet at $50 as well. And I just think this combination is really pretty. You for sure don't need both of them, but I have both of them, so I'm using both of them. I'm going to set the under eye and carve out a little contour with that Hourglass powder that I've already used. I figured since it's so expensive, no need to go in with another one. Now, to kind of give my eyes some brightness, I'm going in with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This comes in at $62, and I like to swirl my brush kind of through all of them and then just kind of brighten around my eyes. Now for brows, I actually did not have any major expensive brow products. So the most expensive one that I had was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This comes in at $21. I'm gonna pop off camera, do my brows, and I'll be right back. Okay, brows are done except for brow gel. Again, I don't have anything really expensive, so I'm gonna use the Glossier Boy Brow. It comes in at $18. I'm just going to run this through my brows. You actually don't even need to fill them in when you have this, because it can kind of fill in your brows for you. I am going to prime my lids with the Trish McEvoy 24-hour eyeshadow and liner in the shade Topaz. This comes in at $30. This is really just a cream eyeshadow. I'm just going to put some on my lid and then just kind of smear it around with my finger to give my eye a nice base coat. I'm also going to take this underneath the eye. To kind of prime underneath my eye for some eyeliner. Now for eyeshadow, I am using my Tom Ford Quad. This is Cognac Sable. This is a 4 shadow quad. It comes in at $88. I did not pay $88 for it. I actually bought it from someone who did not use it, and I got it cheaper, but yes, this is the most expensive thing that I have. And you can see all the shades are shimmers. So it's kind of difficult to make a look with just this one palette, but hey, I am going to attempt to do just that. So I'm taking a fluffy brush and I'm going to go in with this brown shade, and I am going to place that on my lid and up into my crease. I'm going to do it with the other eye as well. Then with that same brush, I'm going to go in with this purpley shade right here to just deepen up the outer V. And I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm going to just swipe that across the lid. Just kind of gives you a little bit of some sheen. Then I'm going to, let's take my pencil brush, and I'm going to take that first shade right here that I used and swipe it under my lash line. I'm going to take this shade here, and I'm going to pop that in the inner corner to give me a little bit of brightness. I don't reach for this palette much because of the fact that it is all shimmer, but this shade right here that you apply with your finger, I mean, it really is gorgeous. I'm sitting here like looking at how pretty it is. Okay, so for eyeliner, I am using my Trish McEvoy gel eyeliner in the shade Deep Aubergine, and I need to go sharpen it real quick. It comes in at $30. I have to admit, I think this eyeliner is one of the best ones on the market. I really do. Okay, I'm back. Eyeliner is on, mascara is on. I used the Givenchy eye base. This comes in at $29. I used the Hourglass. This is the Film Noir Full Spectrum Mascara. It comes in at $28. It's not the most expensive in my collection. I do have the Le Volume de Chanel, but it's not open, and I didn't want to open it just for this video. So these are the two mascaras that I use. Now we're going to move on to blush, and I have a Tom Ford blush in the shade Ravish. This is my only Tom Ford blush, and it comes in at $62. That's the reason it's my only one. But I think it's a beautiful shade for fall. I just really, really love it. And you see how pigmented it is. I put it on with a duo fiber brush, and it is still very pigmented, and I think it is gorgeous. The highlighter that I'm using is the Dior highlighter, the Air Luminizer in 001. And let me look, but I think this comes in at $48, and it has almost 5 stars on Sephora, and it looks like this. And I'm just going to take it and apply it to the tops of my cheeks. And that is highlight. For lipstick, all right, let's start with lip liner. I am using my, where is it? Givenchy lip liner that comes in at $29. It's kind of a bright color, but it is my most expensive one, so it's my most expensive one, so I wanted to use it. And this is the lip liner my mother uses every time she comes to my house. I think she knows that it's my most expensive one. Somehow in her head she knows. So Tom Ford lipstick, of course, is most expensive. It comes in at $55, and I'm putting on Nude Vanilla to tone down that lip liner some. Oh, and something I forgot to do before I put on my my mascara, I wanted to use the Marc Jacobs setting spray, and I believe this comes in at $35. Feels great on the skin, smells like coconuts. I would have normally done it before mascara, but hey. And for gloss, I'm using the Chanel Rouge lip gloss in the shade 722. It's just kind of a pretty nude shade. So I'm going to zoom out and show you the finished look. I'm going to take my cat ears off, my hair down, and you can see the finished look, and I'm going to give you kind of an estimate of the total of how much all of this costs. Okay, so this is the finished look. And a whopping total of over $800 for all of these products. So yeah, this is doing the makeup with my most expensive products. Some of these are really great and I use them a lot. Some of them I don't use so often, and some of them I rarely reach for, like that Tom Ford quad. I think it looks good. It looks fine that it's all shimmery, but it is an all shimmer palette, which is just kind of a little strange. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. I would love to have you back here on a regular basis. And let me know if you want to see the opposite of this, and that being doing my makeup using the cheapest products. And let's see if we can really tell a difference. I mean, I think this looks really good, but does it look any different than I look on a regular basis when I throw in some drugstore here and there? I don't think so. But you can be the judge. You tell me what you think, because you see me on here all the time with my makeup done. So I hope this video finds you having a fantastic day and a great week, and I will see you all soon. Bye, y'all.